Annyeonghaseyo. That is how we say hello in South Korea. My name is Min Jun. I live in South Korea. South Korea is a country in Asia where more than 50 million people live, including me. South Korea is part of the Korean Peninsula. The Yellow Sea is to the west, the East Sea is to the east, and the East China Sea is to the south. To the north, South Korea borders the country of North Korea. More than 3,000 islands are parts of South Korea too. Two of the islands have volcanoes. 70% of the land in South Korea is mountains. The Sobaek Mountains are in the south. The biggest mountain range in the north is the Taebaek Mountains. I love going on vacation to the mountains with my family. Snowboarding is my favorite sport. There are lots of great places to ski and snowboard around Seoul. Seoul is the capital and the biggest city in South Korea. The city is more than 2,000 years old. Near Seoul is Incheon. Its busy harbor and transportation systems make the city a popular hub for business. Many people call Busan the summer capital. The city is a great vacation spot with beautiful beaches. Daegu is the center of fashion. People from all over the world come to this city for the Daegu Fashion Fair. I live in an apartment in Seoul with my mom, dad, and twin brother Jihu. My parents both worked for a cell phone company. They design programs that are used in phones around the world. Jihu likes to play Baduk. Baduk is a game or strategy. He is even on the Baduk team. Each morning I wake up, take a shower, and get dressed. Then it is breakfast time. We start bean sprout soup. Next we eat white rice with steamed vegetables. Then our parents drive us to school on their way to work. The school starts at 9 each morning. There are 27 kids in our class. We learn Korean, math, English, civics, and science. Civics help us understand our government and how to be good citizens. We have a special visitor today. She is a historian who studies Korea's exciting past. Would you like to hear about it? People have been living in South Korea for more than 10,000 years. The first dwellers came from Central Asia. Back then, they adapted Chinese farming methods and a writing system based on Chinese characters. In the 1440s, King Sejong, the leaders of the Joseon dynasty, developed a new alphabet called Hangul. It is still used today. For centuries, this land was populated by many small kingdoms. At times, different kingdoms were in control. But in 668, for the first time, the whole Korean peninsula became unified under the Silla kingdom. Art and nature were highly respected during this time. Artists would bring themes of nature into their work. Whether it was fine gold or jewelry or simple pottery. But by 935, the kingdom broke apart again. Over the next 1,000 years, rulers came and went. Some were from the peninsula. Some invaded from other countries. In 1910, Japan took control of the peninsula and would stay in charge until the end of World War II. When Japan was defeated in the war, Korea was split into two zones. The United States of America controlled the South and the Soviet Union controlled the North. The two zones were supposed to be reunited. Instead, the Korean War broke out. It lasted from 1950s until 1953. Nothing was resolved. South Korea and North Korea are still divided today by a strip of land. It is 2 miles wide and cuts across the peninsula. But in 1998, President Kim Dae-jung of South Korea started the Sunshine Policy because he wanted his country and North Korea to work together. In 2000, the leaders of the two countries met. In the years since, new leaders have not been able to settle the differences. After our guest leaves, it is time for lunch. Today we are having kimchi bokkeumbap. Kimchi bokkeumbap is fried rice and pickled vegetables. We also eat watermelon. Next we go to science lab. We are studying the water cycle. Our class made terrariums. We observe how temperature affects water. The water cycle is very important to South Korea's forests. Every day I go to taekwondo lessons after school. We jump and spin around. We learn how to control our movements. We are always kind and respectful to one another. Back home, Ji-hoo and I do our homework. Then it is time for dinner. We eat beef and radish soup with rice. After dinner, Mom makes songpyeon. Songpyeon are rice cakes shaped like half moons. They are filled with sweet seeds, nuts, or pigs. Ji-hoo and I help make them for Chuseok. Chuseok is a harvest festival. No one works or goes to school. We celebrate it for 3 days every autumn, when the moon is full. Tomorrow morning we will pay respects to our ancestors. We will also play games. And then we will eat dinner with our family. We will have spicy soup, grilled meat, rice, and vegetable pancakes. And of course we will eat a lot of songpyeon. Tonight though, our parents surprised us with an early gift. We get a book about Olympic athletes from around the world. I love reading about all the athletes. My favorite chapter is about the winter sports. I cannot wait for the Winter Olympics to come to South Korea. My family has tickets for the snowboarding event. Maybe I will be in the Olympics someday. Would you like to visit South Korea?